talking about the things that happened during the week and some of the stuff that for you guys to be looking forward to this week coming up. Of course, we're gonna start off with SmackDown, as we saw SmackDown this week, and I don't know. To me, SmackDown looks like a lot of glitz and glamour, and the whole thing they did this week with the draft that looked horrible. You have guys jumping up and down for Natalia because they drafted Natalia. Come on, it's becoming to be a joke. The whole episode of SmackDown this week was a joke. I mean, I think the only thing that I liked about it was the fact that Bayley came out with a new look, with a new attitude, and destroying the huggable balloons, whatever she did, and winning back the SmackDown Championship. The funny thing is that a lot of people, love Charlotte and they love how she, she's 10-time world champion, but she just won the belt on Hell in a Cell, and her reign lasted only 5 days. Think about it, 5 days reign, and she's supposed to be the greatest. Come on, this is getting ridiculous with that. Also, the one thing I noticed also in the show was that Bray Wyatt now is in SmackDown. Okay, so what happens with the with the ending of the Hell in the Cell this past Sunday, last Sunday? Are they gonna continue it? What's gonna happen now? Because now Seth Rollins now is the Raw champions, and now SmackDown they have Brock. So what's gonna happen? I mean, you see how the WWE leaves you in a situation where, like, now what, you know? But which pretty much justified. This is why Vince McMahon does not care about the fans. He doesn't care what you think is going to happen. He doesn't think about. He don't care about anything. He doesn't care about anything. So that is something that you guys should put your mind to, because you can't tell me you love this. You can't. There's no way in the world. It just didn't make sense. They don't. There's no storylines building in. Now Crown Jewel has two so far matches announced is the Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar. Why? Ooh, the question is why? Why is this happening? Why is this match happening? Makes no sense. We all know Brock Lesnar is going to win. Cain Velasquez is not going to beat Brock Lesnar in Crown Jewel. Then we have the Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman. Another match, worthless match. Why are we doing this? Can somebody explain to me why are we doing this? Makes no sense. You guys saw it on Monday Night Raw. These guys were going at it. They were slapping each other like little girls. They weren't actually hitting each other, which is, come on. Both camps right here now, especially Tyson Fury's camp, they're gonna make sure that Tyson Fury does not get hurt, because I'm sure he's the world champion. I don't know, some world champion. I don't remember him being no world champion, but he's a world champion, and he's supposed to be right now. Taking time off or whatever. Now he's getting involved in this. This makes no damn sense. None of it the WWE does make sense. The Hell in the Cell this last Sunday, the way it ended, doesn't make any sense. Hell in the Cell matches never end in disqualification. I think this is the third time this happened. It's just ridiculous with everything that I've been seeing the last couple of weeks, and it looks like WWE doesn't care. NXT, same story. This week we saw NXT. I mean, I don't knock NXT because NXT is good. I like it. The thing I didn't understand was it looked like a regular NXT show that we used to watch in WWE Network. There was no commitment to it. They didn't push it. They didn't, and it's still the War Games are coming up next month. They still haven't built a storyline behind that. I mean, it looks like maybe Tommaso Ciampa, Velveteen Dream, and maybe three others or two other guys that may go into the War Games against Undisputed Era, but there's no build. Kushida versus Walter, great match. Purpose of that? A non-title match? What was the purpose? What was the storyline behind that? Guys, this is the wrestling fan gets upset with me. They get upset with other wrestling community podcasters. They claim we don't make sense. Everything's storyline, and there's no story behind it. Why would you put a match together? And then we saw this week also, now we're going to go into AEW. First of all, before I start with AEW, Kid Sabian, he suffered finger and hand injury in a match I haven't seen it because this was part of a match of a AEW Dark match. They'll show it on probably on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it comes out through YouTube. But he got hurt. But it's interesting because AEW right now is beat NXT again in the ratings, and their show this week was pretty good. You saw the introduction of the Inner Circle, Jericho, Santana, Ortiz, Jack Hager, and Sammy Guevara, now known as Inner Circle, which is beautiful because it shows Jericho having a circle of guys that's going to protect him as a world champion and makes him a bigger heel. This promo was great. That's when people were chanting "We the People" when Jack Hager was getting introduced, and he killed it right away, saying that was the most dumbest creative idea they ever had. I liked it, but it was good. Taking shots at WWE, even though I still say, why are you still taking shots at WWE? You already beat them 1 week in the ratings. You're doing better than them as far as NXT and both shows. Why are you still taking shots at them? Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on what you guys are doing. But you saw it in AEW. The ending was great because now the main event for this week coming up is Chris Jericho versus Darby Allin. Since Darby Allin beat Jimmy Havoc in a match that will pretty much announce the number one contender into it. So now Darby Allin gets a shot at it. I don't see Darby Allin winning this match, but I'm sure the Inner Circle will interfere. And again, what I said in my audio podcast on the Chokeslam Wrestling Report, this week you saw AEW pretty much setting up their card for Full Gear for November 9th. So they're pretty much setting up matches. One match, a couple of matches that will be set up this week will be Kenny Omega and Hangman Page against Pac and John Moxley. And you guys saw what happened this past weekend where John Moxley was wrestling Spears. Pac attacked Kenny Omega after Kenny Omega came out with a bat full of bar wires and a broomstick with bar wires. Then it looks like now the tag team, that's going to be the tag team match this week. Kenny Omega, Adam Page versus Pac and John Moxley. That's one of the matches. So far, there's two matches announced, which is Darby Allin and Chris Jericho for the world title. Also, so other news, Kushida was injured this week. He got wrist problems. I guess throughout the match with Walter, he got hurt. Tommaso Ciampa came back out, and he looks like he's getting set up to go after Adam Cole's belt, which is Goldie in his case. And so that's why I'm saying that there's no setup so far for the War Games. Are they going to put Ciampa against Adam Cole before the War Games? What's going to happen? And you got Finn Balor came back, so that's something to look forward to. And speaking about the AEW, Inner Circle, once they were introduced in AEW on Wednesday, Pro Wrestling Tees website crashed because Pro Wrestling Tees put the shirt online and the website crashed. How many people went to try to get this shirt and it crashed? So that's something that is crazy. And you can tell these wrestling fans really like AEW, and they really want to look at other alternatives. So that's something to look forward to. Let's talk about Major League Wrestling. Major League Wrestling, the last time I saw it, and it was that I heard was Austin Aries injured Teddy Hart, and when Teddy Hart and Davey Boy Smith were fighting the Dynasty, and somewhere in between the match, Austin Aries interfered and grabbed Teddy Hart and kind of gave him not a power driver, but more like a brain buster on the edge of the damn ring. People were scared. They thought Teddy Hart had some spinal injury. So it looks like on November 2nd on Super Fight, it's going to be Teddy Hart versus Austin Aries for the middleweight Major League Wrestling title, which is something that I'm definitely going to look forward to. And Ring of Honor, they had the Glory by Honor last night. I still haven't watched it, so but I'll get back to y'all on that sometime maybe next week. But I know Roosh contract ends the end of this year, and he's the world champion in Ring of Honor. I can see Ring of Honor probably trying to give him a lot of money to keep him. I know AEW is going to be interested in him. I know WWE is going to be interested in it. I don't see him going to WWE because I know Andrade, while he first got there, he pretty much told Rouge, this is not what I thought it would be. So I don't see him going to WWE. And if he does, I just feel bad. I hope he goes to NXT, to be honest. So that's one of the things that is out there since Rouge was fired by CMML along with his brother Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee looks like he'll probably end up going to New Japan and staying in New Japan. He can use Dragon Lee. I know that for a fact because that's a CMML, I guess, trademark. He still wants to use the name. I don't know how that's going to work out, but also let's see, the King of Pro, which will be tomorrow, and tomorrow so far. The main event is Okada versus Sonata for the IWGP title. I know I haven't spoken anything about New Japan in a while because there's not really nothing happening big in New Japan right now. But also, Evil is going to wrestle Ibushi for the certificate right for the Wrestle Kingdom title match in January. So that's also going to be in King Pro. And who knows what other matches. I think Minoru Suzuki versus Yushin Liger. I know that's in that card, so that's something also to look forward to. Again, that's going to be tomorrow morning at 5 something in the morning, but you guys can watch it at NJPW World. So pretty much, not much to say, not much to talk about, but the wrestling world right now is on fire. Right now, I just saw a video about Brian Cage, wife getting attacked by Sami Callihan this past Friday, and that's a Bound for Glories. I think it's in a couple of more weeks. That's going to be a match I'm looking forward to. Sami Callihan versus Brian Cage. Actually, Sami Callihan beating Brian Cage and taking the belt. Sami Callihan has been an Impact for a while. It's time for him to get the belt. And him getting the belt is bring a lot of heat on him. It's going to bring a lot of other fans interested in wrestling who may not watch Impact. But it'll be something to look forward to. One thing also, Bayley. Bayley kind of reminded me when she came out on Friday with some of the gear she had. She had something similar that Tessa Blanchard will wear. Only difference was the pants were a little longer. The colors were backwards. If you guys don't believe me, go look check Tessa Blanchard with some of her wrestling gear. But I like this whole Bayley thing. I like it, and I hope that she continues to be pushed like the way she's supposed to. I know Sasha Banks got drafted to Smackdown now, so I don't know. Maybe these two are gonna go at it again. But to me, if it's not like what the matches they had back in Takeover 1 and 2, it doesn't matter in a SmackDown roster or SmackDown arena or whatever you want to call it, because there's nothing. Those day matches in Takeover 1 and 2 were the best. So, but we'll see. It's just a matter of time. Well, guys, thank you for listening to me. In Twitch. I have this. You guys can see this in my YouTube channel called the Ultimate One Wrestling News, and you can also check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Well, once you go to the YouTube channel, you will see the links up on top. If you like what you're listening to, just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, give me your feedback, give me your comments on this, and I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys soon.